Hey, this is Amy, and I'm so excited to show you around our brand new app, Sweep. Now, it's super lame to open a product tour video with the question, well, what does it do? Instead, I would like to open the product tour video with a question to you. Just how many recurring tasks do you have shoehorned into your calendar with multiple day alerts? How many times have you set an actual alarm on your phone in your clock app to remind you to do something that you have to do every day? How often do you have to ask someone on your team, hey, did you do that daily thing or do I have to do that daily thing? All of these things are just horrible inefficiencies that you'll experience because there hasn't been a tool that really helps you manage recurring tasks, but business and life is full of things you have to do every day, week, month, or year. And even for things that aren't chronologically recurring, each time you do something that you do often, for example, create a new blog post, you have a multi-step process you should be following, but there's no easy way to manage that either. And so that's where Sweep comes in. That's why I've designed Sweep, because I want to answer the question, what should I do next? Or, gosh, did that thing get done? Without having to use all these awkward coping strategies and inefficient communication. Not that communication's bad, but why communicate when you can document and just see the facts? So when you log into Sweep, with that philosophical introduction completed, when you log into Sweep, you see boards. These are called chrono boards. You can create new boards. You can have as many boards as you like. And each of them has these little dots at the bottom, which actually represent the work that's hidden inside the board. So I'm going to look at the Sweep launch board, which I'm actually using to run our super low-key product promotion and launch for the app, because Meta is awesome. So you can see here that I have several daily tasks set up, and that things that are done already are green and kind of faded out, and things that are yet to be done are pink and bright. So the instant I see this board load, I can see what there is left to be done, what's outstanding. So I'm currently making the tour video right now. So because I'm in the middle of the task, I might want to click into the card, as we call it, and see what notes I left myself to document the task. Because it's not just well enough to check a little checkbox, but if you want to be able to share these daily tasks or monthly tasks or what have you with other people on your team, it's great to be able to document them so that you can check them off, but you can also make sure that you're doing it right before you do that. So the notes I left myself were all about the exporting of the tour video. So I linked to the 16:9 calculator to make sure the video looks perfect when I export it to YouTube in terms of the format. And I also reminded myself to set the audio balance to stereo, because the last time I did it, I didn't set the audio balance to stereo and it sounded terrible. So you'll see here that I've got the due date, the title, the description I just showed you, the recurring, I can leave comments. But over here is something else. So this is a daily task. You can see right there, daily. But you can also see over here in the log that I completed on the 19th. I didn't complete it on the 20th. And today is July 21st. I haven't completed it yet. So Sweep not only helps you see what you should be doing, but it also helps you keep track of what has been done, not just today or this week, but in weeks and periods prior. So because I have done this, or rather I'm doing it right now, I'm going to cheat. I'm going to go here, click it, and now it's green. I can also undo it if I did it by mistake. And in fact, I'm going to do that now so I can show you what it's like to check off a card from the board. Beep. You can also add one-time tasks to boards if you just have miscellaneous stuff that doesn't really fit under recurring and you don't want to actually go to a separate application. Now I want to show you something that's under heavy development but not live yet. A new feature that we're really excited about. So here I've switched to our developer version of Sweep, and you'll see that we're on another chrono board, just like the one we were just on, except there's one important difference. One of these cards is not like the other. One of these cards is not the same. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. So remember how we talked about blog posts? For example, a blog post is actually a multi-step process, and it's especially awkward if you work on it with a team, for example, I do, and then you have to hand off different tasks and then return them. And you usually have to do that verbally because there's no easy way to manage that. Until now. In Sweep, there are going to be workflow boards as well as chrono boards. You create a board for your workflows, for example, blog post, you lay out the 6 or 7 steps for it, and then you can say, all right, we'll do this every week on this chrono board for this product. And then you can just run through the process repeatedly and never have to clone anything and never have to copy anything or mess with templates or the things you normally do in other apps. So here you can see the first workflow ever. Doesn't have a very descriptive name, but pretend it's blog post. You can see that Thomas has already begun this workflow. He did the first task, and now it's up to me to finish it. So I am going to click check, and now the whole workflow is green, and now the weekly task has been completed. Workflows are going to revolutionize any kind of repetitive work that you do in your business and make it consistent and easy to hand off and self-documenting. I cannot wait to use it in my company for my team, and I think that you're going to feel the same once you get your hands on it. So if you would like to join Sweep for early access, it is an alpha and heavily evolving and changing every day. Please just hit sweep.cards in your browser and enter your email address, and I'll add you to the list. Of course, you're not obligated to sign up for early access. That's also the list where we will announce the final version 1 of Sweep that will be feature complete. Either way, I hope that you join our list, and I hope to hear from you, and I can't wait to get Sweep into your hands and hear how it helps you and what you think.